So, what I like to do is visualize word problems like this. So, let's draw the rectangle that they're talking about, right? So, let's draw a little rectangle. Right? So, this says the width is W. So, here's our width, right? And in the problem it reads something along the lines of, it says that the length of the box is 4 foot longer than twice the width. Okay. Whenever you see something that says twice, it usually means you're going to multiply something times 2. In this case, the width. Twice the width is 2W, right? 2W. Twice the width, width times width, right? It's just width, it's just the width twice, right? Plus, it says it's 4 foot longer. So not only is it twice the width, but it's 4 feet longer than twice the width. So we're going to add 4 feet to this because W is width, it's twice the width, and whatever twice the width is, it's 4 foot longer than that. So boom, we have the length, right? And it says the perimeter, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4, is 40. Perimeter is just all of these sides added up, right? So how would we write that? So we have a W here and a W here. 2W plus 4 here, 2W plus 4 here, right? So we have 1 and 2, right? We're going to add those together. So that's just 1W, 2W. So we're going to write 2W here, right? Plus 1, 2. We have this twice, right? 2W plus 4. So we're going to write a 2, right? This is twice. It means we have 2W plus 4 twice. And we're going to multiply, do the same thing we did with the width, right? 2W plus 4. Now, I know this seems confusing. This is what we did. We're looking at the rectangle, right? How many times do you see this W? 2 times, right? So 2W. Now we're looking at this rectangle again. How many times do you see 2W plus 4? 2 times, right? 2 times 2W plus 4. And that's our equation. I believe that was letter D in our problem, right? So remember, all we're doing is taking what they're giving us, right? There's the width. They said it was 2 times the width, and it's 4 foot longer than that, right? So twice the width is 2W. 4 foot longer than that is 4 feet. So we add 4 to that, right? Then we just write what we see. We see 1, 2, that's 2 W's. So it's going to be a 2 times a W. Also, you see 2W plus 4 twice. So 2W plus 4. That's all we're doing. We're just looking at what we see, and we're determining what we can do for the formula, right? So let's solve our problem, right? Like remember the last problem we determined this was the formula, right? 2W plus 2 times 2W plus 4, right? Equals 40. All we did, we saw the rectangle, we wrote what we saw. I want you to notice these 2 things right here. These 2 means we're multiplying 2 times the W, and we're multiplying 2 times 2W plus 4. Being that we're multiplying it by 2 on both sides of this addition sign, we can factor it out. So we're going to factor out a 2, right? We're going to put the 2 on the left side, and we're going to write what's left. So we have a W, and we have a plus sign, and this 2 goes away. So now we have 2W plus 4 on the inside, right? Equals 40. Don't forget to bring your 40 down, right? So now let's look inside. Notice we have a W here and a W here. That means we have like terms. If you remember what like terms were, if you have a W right here and a W right here, that means we can add those 2 together. Being that there's no number in front of this W, this is assumed to be a number 1, right? So we're going to add 1 plus 2, which is 3. But we're going to keep this W right here, right? This is called like terms. So once you see a W and a 2W, that means like terms. So now we can write it like this. 3W plus 4. And remember to bring everything down while you're doing math, right? That's very important, right? So now we're going to do some algebra. Right now we're at 2 times 3W plus 4 equals 40. So this is something that's a bit different from what we used to doing. So right now that's 2 times 3W plus 4, right? So 2 is being multiplied times this, right? We want to get this W by itself. So first things first, remember how I always say, get rid of everything around the W, right? Get rid of everything around the variable. So we're going to divide, because this is being multiplied right here. We're going to do the opposite. The opposite of multiplication is division. So that's a 2 here. We want to get rid of it. Divide that by 2. Boom. That's gone. But what you do to one side, you do to the other. Right? That's gone, right? So now we have 3W plus 4 equals 20. Right? So now we need to get rid of the 4. Minus 4. That's gone. Minus 4. That's gone. Because if it's plus here, do the opposite. It's minus. That goes away. For 20 minus 4 is 16. Now we have 3W equals 16. This is 3 times W. So to get rid of the 3, we would divide, because division is the opposite of multiplication. So now we have 16 divided by 3. 16 divided by 3 gives us about, I want to say, let me use my calculator so I'm not lying to you, 5.33. So W equals 5.33. And that's the answer. So remember, key points for this. Don't get confused by this. If you see 2 being multiplied by 2 of your numbers, right? So you're multiplying 2 here, and you're multiplying 2 here. You can always factor that out. And always remember your like terms, right? You had a W here and a 2W here. This is assumed to be a 1, so you can add those 2 together because they're like terms. We couldn't add the 4 to it because there's no W right there, right? So 3W plus 4. And from there, we just did algebra. Whatever you see on the outside, you do the opposite of it until you got the W by itself. All right? All right.